Hello and welcome to CABSAT TV for 2018 at the Dubai World Trade Center, of course, in our virtual studio provided by Oasis Enterprises. Very pleased now to be joined by Kaswara Khatib from UTURN, the chairman and CEO.
Correct.
A leading Arabic entertainment network, and since 2010, so such a young age.
As I told you earlier, I guess it's the right time at the right place, and you know, Saudi is pretty young population, very young people, and with the rise and boom of the internet, we were the first to catch that wave, be able to provide content, and content that is from the youth to the youth, sort of the Gen Z, and this is what made us popular. People loved the content we do because they saw themselves in that content.
Right.
Their neighbor would be the person doing the content. Most of the celebrities that we started the content with are everyday persons. So he's like, he used to work with me, he used to be with me at school and what have you. And that's what we did. We sort of democratized content rather than let it with these big networks with big budgets, big studios. We said, you know what, all what you need is a brilliant idea and a person with a charisma, put him behind the camera and get, you know, do amazing content would fly.
And that's put you in a perfect position, of course, for today's five-place chat, which was about developing content strategies to protect and increase ad revenue with Generation Z.
Correct.
Tell me about that.
So basically what we try to do is democratize content, whereby as a content creator, as an influencer, what we call it today, you're allowed to make money. You can make money by being yourself. So it's not like, you know, we'll take you, put you in a certain shape and position you this. It's what you do in your everyday life is what we want to take from you and allow the advertiser to come, integrate within what you're doing to make money. So they don't dictate what you do. Right. So we don't want the advertisers to take over. It's no longer advertising, it's what we call branded content. So what you do is deliver your content and then see how we fit the brand within the content you do. If it's travel, if it's you know, if it's liking movies or movie reviews, if it's women and cooking. So at any genre that you have out there, we see the best fit of a brand and how do they integrate. The most important element for us is that we don't hijack the content. The brands don't come and hijack the content. Allow the content creator to do what he does best, because that's why people like it. And the minute you as a brand start interfering of how they speak, how they present the brand, what they say about it, authenticity is lost, viewership is lost, and it's a losing.
And you talk as well about tailoring that content to each demographic in Generation Z as well.
Demographics and social media platform. So it's not a one-size-fits-all. It's not what works on YouTube necessarily works on Instagram or Snapchat or even Facebook. So what we do is we look into each of these sort of platforms and what's the best way to do content in there. So Snapchat is very personalized. It's not about a show. It's not about a big production facility. While YouTube is slightly bigger format, if you will. So that's where we do a show, that's where we have a presenter, and then we create content around it. So this is one. And the other is like the demographics, you know. What is who are these people? What are they talking about? You know, does it fit that he speaks about a luxury car? Or he would speak about an economy car because he's more, you know, an advocate of how to save or how to be smart in purchasing what you like. So it's really not as easy as people think, in the sense like, here, just put him in front of a camera, take a video of him, put it online, boom. It's really more depth into it, and this is why, you know, we're here. If it was that easy, everybody would have done it, and, you know, everybody would have been as big as we are today. But I think what happened is that we really, since day one, tried to invest a lot of time and effort into understanding the social media platforms, understanding the behaviors and the analytics. We do a lot of data, so we read data a lot, trying to figure out what do Saudis want, when do they consume content, at what time, when is the best type of content that gets pushed, and what is that type of content.
And of course, you did talk about as well some of the mistakes that the more traditional broadcasters and social media channels make. So if here's some advice for you now. If you're starting out now, just give me 2 of those mistakes so we can tell everyone else how not to make them.
Traditional media?
Yeah.
So one of the first mistakes they do is that they don't listen. Just capturing data is very important. And today it's a lot easier. So the first mistake they do is not going to listen. This is what we like. This is what we believe works. Let's put it. And back in the day, it used to work. Why? Because we only had one screen. And I remember we used to sit. My dad is there. He holds the remote control. Whatever he puts, we watch. data was not required. Now it's completely different. So definitely, one is data. The other is original productions. Another issue that we see also in terms of traditional media is the content, mostly content that's aggregated, or Western movies, Western cultural movies, and stuff like this. And then if they produce, they don't want to spend a lot of money. Guess what? Netflix is coming and investing in original content. Amazon, Apple TV. So if traditional media does not cater or take into consideration that these players are coming and they want to produce original content from this region, they will beat them in their game, in their country before they do that.
Kaswara, you're a real visionary. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And the best of luck with UTURN as it continues.
Thank you.
The latest, of course, on everything from CABSAT, more of our great interviews and advice, conference news and events. Get online now. You can find it all at CABSAT.com.